Leviticus 8. Ceremony of the consecration of priests. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the garments, and the anointing oil, and the bull of the sin offering, and the 2 rams, and the basket of unleavened bread, and assemble you all the congregation at the door of the tent of meeting." Moses did as Yahweh commanded him, and the congregation was assembled at the door of the tent of meeting. Moses said to the congregation, "This is the thing which Yahweh has commanded to be done." Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water. He put on him the coat and girded him with the sash and clothed him with the robe and put the ephod on him. And he girded him with the skillfully woven band of the ephod and bound it to him therewith. He placed the breastplate on him, and in the breastplate he put the Urim and the Thummim. He set the turban on his head, and on the turban in front did he set the golden plate, the holy crown, as Yahweh commanded Moses. Moses took the anointing oil and anointed the tent and all that was therein, and sanctified them. He sprinkled of it on the altar 7 times, and anointed the altar and all its vessels, and the basin and its base, to sanctify them. He poured of the anointing oil on Aaron's head, and anointed him, to sanctify him. Moses brought Aaron's sons, and clothed them with coats, and girded them with girdles, and bound headbands on them, as Yahweh commanded Moses. He brought the bull of the sin offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the bull of the sin offering. He killed it, and Moses took the blood and put it on the horns of the altar round about with his finger, and purified the altar, and poured out the blood at the base of the altar, and sanctified it, to make atonement for it. He took all the fat that was on the inwards, and the cover of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and their fat, and Moses burned it on the altar. But the bull, and its skin, and its flesh, and its dung, he burnt with fire outside of the camp, as Yahweh commanded Moses. He presented the ram of the burnt offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram. He killed it, and Moses sprinkled the blood on the altar round about. He cut the ram into its pieces, and Moses burnt the head, and the pieces, and the fat. He washed the inwards and the legs with water, and Moses burnt the whole ram on the altar. It was a burnt offering for a sweet savor. It was an offering made by fire to Yahweh, as Yahweh commanded Moses. He presented the other ram, the ram of consecration, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram. He killed it, and Moses took of the blood of it, and put it on the tip of Aaron's right ear, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the great toe of his right foot. He brought Aaron's sons, and Moses put of the blood on the tip of their right ear, and on the thumb of their right hand, and on the great toe of their right foot. And Moses sprinkled the blood on the altar round about. He took the fat, and the fat tail, and all the fat that was on the inwards, and the cover of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and their fat, and the right thigh. And out of the basket of unleavened bread that was before Yahweh, he took 1 unleavened cake, and 1 cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer, and placed them on the fat and on the right thigh. And he put the whole on the hands of Aaron, and on the hands of his sons, and waved them for a wave offering before Yahweh. Moses took them from off their hands, and burnt them on the burnt offering. They were a consecration for a sweet savor. It was an offering made by fire to Yahweh, as Yahweh commanded Moses. Moses took the breast and waved it for a wave offering before Yahweh. It was Moses's portion of the ram of consecration, as Yahweh commanded Moses. Moses took the anointing oil and of the blood which was on the altar, and sprinkled it on Aaron, on his garments, and on his sons, and on the sons' garments with him, and sanctified Aaron, his garments, and his sons' garments with him. Moses said to Aaron and to his sons, "Boil the flesh at the door of the tent of meeting, and there eat it, and the bread that is in the basket of consecration, as I commanded, saying, Aaron and his sons shall eat it. That which remains of the flesh and of the bread shall you burn with fire. You shall not go out from the door of the tent of meeting 7 days, until the days of your consecration be fulfilled, for he shall consecrate you 7 days. As has been done this day, so Yahweh has commanded to do, to make atonement for you. At the door of the tent of meeting shall you abide day and night 7 days, and keep the charge of Yahweh, that you don't die, for so I am commanded. Aaron and his sons did all the things which Yahweh commanded by Moses. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to activate the bell to receive all notifications of future videos. Tell me in the comments what you thought. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.